To the cause now, and a sudden shift in what seemed like the most likely situation, that hurricane force wind gusts took down a power line near the point of origin. Let's bring in our Marshall Zellinger on this. And Marshall, Boulder County says Xcel went up there, surveyed the area, and doesn't find a downed line.
Yeah, and I listened back to police radio traffic, and Xcel was notified as soon as the fire was spotted, and they were about 30 minutes away from the scene. And after looking at all of Xcel's infrastructure, it does not appear to be a downed power line. This is the earliest video we've seen so far near the start of the Marshall fire.
And the wind is so strong. That's somebody's barn.
I was at the stoplight and then I thought, oh wow, that's pretty big.
That's why Anjan Sapkota took this video at 11:51 a.m., 30 minutes after the initial emergency call.
We do have a small fire. It's just south of Marshall Road on Highway 93. We're extinguishing it now. I'll get back to you here in a few minutes.
This is near Highway 93 and Highway 170, next to John Church's office.
Probably around 11:30, 11:45, I'd seen the fire trucks.
Through the trees, John said he could see the flames beyond Marshall Road.
That's when I first noticed that this thing was probably bigger than anything we'd seen.
Oh, wow.
Anjan saw it firsthand.
On my right, I started seeing that the whole Marshall Road on the far end, the prairies, was totally on fire.
You look further down towards Marshall, and you could see visible flames that were probably jumping around 15 feet.
John is not just a witness in the area where investigators believe this fire started.
Live in Superior in Rock Creek subdivision.
He never thought what he saw by his work would end up near his home, which is still standing. It started the fire. Boulder Sheriff Joe Pelly originally said there were downed power lines being investigated. Here's one reason why.
Be advised from AMR2, Highway 93 and Highway 170, power line on the east side of 170 is hanging down pretty far. We almost hit it with our ambulance.
This is the closest we saw to something hanging down near the road. It is not a power line. It is a communications line. Tonight, the sheriff announced that Xcel had inspected all of its lines in the area, and there are no power lines that are down. But there are damaged communication lines. The sheriff said typically those types of lines, phone, cable, internet, would not be the cause of a fire. So we do not have an answer right now, Kyle.
You know, Marshall, I think we seem to rarely talk about downed power lines as a cause of major wildfires in Colorado. We talk about lightning, we talk about human carelessness and stupidity. I associate downed power lines with wildfires in places like California.
Right, and it's not like Highway 93 has never seen gusty winds before. We've seen trucks tip over before yesterday. We've seen 100-mile-per-hour winds before yesterday. So we know there's got to be an infrastructure there that can handle the winds. I'm going to be looking into that as well as what ultimately was the cause.
Very good. All right, Marshall Zellinger, thank you.